Hey, this is Perry Peacock with Wilderness Innovation. Up here doing a little bit of camping again today and last night. We've finally got a little reprieve from the weather here. It's been in the low 30s and high 20s, and we've had rain and wind and quite stormy last night, and a little bit of kind of freezing type rain here. And finally it's kind of lit up here for a little bit. But just wanted to show you our little setup here. This is our regular PST, Personal Survival Tarp, set up in the Stingray. We did a video on this last year, but it's kind of showing a little setup, and with a pretty decent storm last night, everything was fine. Didn't get wet or anything like that. And just used on the hammock. This is the hammock is actually inside the sleeping bag, and the hammock, of course, is made from our PSS, our Personal Survival Shelter, or Poncho as most people know it as. But we made it up as a hammock, zipped the sleeping bag, just a regular square sleeping bag, unzipped it all the way, and then zipped it around the cord to the hammock, and then zipped it back up. And then the nice thing about it is, to get inside of this, you can just slide this whole thing back on the cord, get in there, and then while you're still sitting up, you just reach down and grab it, and you just pull it, just slide it clear up over your head if you want to, and go to sleep. You're good to go. Very, very nice, comfortable sleep last night. And that's just using nothing fancy like a special bag for hammocks. This is just a regular 3-season cheapo bag. So that worked really nicely. So let me show you a little bit about the setup. We use just kind of a stick from somewhere out here as the support pole. So that gives us head space a little bit inside of here, a little roominess. And I always like, if there's some forks on it, I always like to leave a little stub on there. I've got a couple up inside of here and down here, so I can hang some gear or whatever I want to on there, kind of up out of the way. Then a little tip here. Since this was secured straight out to a small sapling over here, and this cord is here about chest high, I just tied a spare tent peg up on here. I have flagging also, but I just use this. I just tied that up there, just kind of to keep myself or anybody else from just walking through here. Okay, so now here's kind of what makes this called the Stingray Setup. So basically the tarp's pitched on the diagonal, and we've got our pole in the middle, kind of on the front side, pulled down, which gives us some headroom and kind of some space on that side. Then the back side here, the tail is like the tail of the Stingray, comes all the way down here and is tied off back here. So that gives us some shielding from wind and weather and stuff back in here. And so this gives us a nice canopy, some good protection. And this is just with the regular PST, the 7-foot by 7-foot PST, which gives me ample protection for when I'm using the regular PSS as a hammock. And if things were even worse, I could pitch this thing, angle it down just a little bit more to give me a little more protection. But we were pretty windy and rainy last night, no problem. So unless it really got a lot more severe, this works just fine as a setup for sleeping. Very comfortable, very nice. So that's our PSS set up with a sleeping bag zipped over it. Set up as a hammock with a sleeping bag zipped over it, and the PST, the regular size, set up in the Stingray setup over top of that. So it worked out very nicely, very comfortable. So there's just a little tip on how you do that. This is Perry Peacock, Wilderness Innovation. Enjoy the good day. Looks like we got about 20 more minutes or so before the next storm hits. So keep going.